Oh, I don't know if I'm live. Once again, I don't know if I'm live. I need like one of those little signs that says on air like they do in the radio studios. Because I don't know. I wonder if I could like make one of those or like a Raspberry Pi or something like that. Oh, I am live. Okay, cool. Um, Hold on a second. Ba 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 da 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 da. How the hell do I manage my videos? Oh man. Whatever. Alright, whatever. The one person watching now, do you know him? Of course I know him. He's me. Open my Spotify back up. Move that over there. There you go. Alright. Time to get to work. Also, if you're just tuning in, I'm testing out this new, well, it's not really new. I used it last year, stream, overlay, and it's kind of crappy, but, uh, my ponytail's blocking like a quarter of the screen, but, I wanted it to look kind of cool, so maybe somebody will come in here and say, wow, Demi, that looks like shit. Alright, anyway, weight painting. We hate it, but we gotta do it. So let's get it out of the way now. I'm doing it on stream so that, I don't get distracted and do something else. Alright, let's see. What should we start with? Well, first off, I think we have to apply all these mirrors. Or maybe not. I can apply that after I'm done with the weight painting. Well, there's no... Let's start with his head. And usually I just let Blender do all the work. Uh. Yeah, with automatic weights, works most of the time, not all the time, and every single time I have to go back and make little fixes. So let me do that. Yeah, yeah, buddy. Ah, put that back, please. Let's take his ears away from there. Honestly, this part I can probably just do later. Soften that up. Oh, man. Sleepy baby. That's me. Yeah, this part of the process sucks. Sucks donkey balls. I hate it. I just like don't want to do this. I freaking hate weight painting. That's why like Pyre's like stuck being mad right now because he's as pissed off as I am. So this is the kind of thing that we should be creating AI for. To just automatically weight paint shit so I can go back to being creative instead of having to do all this technical bullshit. And you know what? Actually, maybe. Yeah. Blur this. And now I'm gonna have to. Actually, check this out. Here's a cool tip. Pro tip, pro gamer move is to do this. When you can't find what's not parented or whatever, you just move it and then see what gets all fucked up. And I'm gonna scoop out his eyeballs for a second. Yep, you see all these vertices now have no parents, so let's give them parents. Simply by doing this. There. So now that bone is controlling his head like it should. Whoops. Okay, what else needs to be moved? Alright, these little spikes here. Okay, there you go. And you some time. You know what I don't get it is like there's like people who are like, oh, I love kissing. It sweeps me off my feet, makes me feel incredible, and I'm like, well, what? You act like you're like high on drugs or something like that. You're literally just touching lips with some other person and getting all their freaking diseases. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the hype. I think it's like one of those things that's overrated. I had my first kiss and I was like, what? That's it? Huh? I don't get the hype, dude. I don't get the hype. Honestly, a lot of emotions, it's like, a lot of things I don't get the hype. Like, people say graduating college is big hype. I'm like, I don't care. I'm $20,000 in debt and have nothing to show for it. Whoop-de-freaking do. You know, aside from my husband, that's very important. Oh, also, I just realized I forgot to make his teeth. I was gonna rip them off of another model I made, so let me do that. Just relax. You're not tragic. I know you're telepathic. You're telepathic. Voices in your head. You're not tragic. I know you're telepathic. You're telepathic. Alright. Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe if I stopped going to bed at 2 a.m. and waking up at 8, I wouldn't be so tired. Alright, ooh. We're gonna take your teeth out, queen. Where's your teeth? Oh, this one doesn't. Oh no, here's the teeth. Here's the teeth. This is what I want. I want the teeth. I want the tongue. Okay, Gibbs. All right, cool. Whoa, she's so much taller than this guy. Dude, there's like 20 different versions of the avatar that I made for Kawaii. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna reset this back to 0 because I forgot to put his teeth in his head, and I need to do that. You know, he needs to be totally done before I actually start weight painting. Actually, these don't really suit what I want. So I guess I'll keep the tongue, but I'm gonna make new teeth. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Said he wanted sharp teeth. I wonder if I can just yank, Pyre's gums out of his mouth. Could probably do that. Why make more work for myself? I already spent like 5 years making Pyre's teeth, so why not? Oh wow, here's some music that I can actually share with the class. Alright, anyway. Go away. Go away. What else? Pyre, come out. Pyre! Oh man. Oh no, I just realized I still have my freaking menu on. Let me turn that off. Cool. Here he is. Alright, Pyre, I need to borrow your teeth. Oh yeah, here's a cute new face I'm making for him for a new AFK animation I'm making, is his little focusing face. And, well, I want him to be sticking his tongue out because I do the same thing when I'm focusing. So, yep, he's focusing really hard on something, but you'll have to wait to find out what. Anyway, let's yank his teeth out. Let's do some dental work, some dental surgery for our boy here. Oh, whoops. I wanted to separate the selections. And let's copy. And paste. And yep. Excuse me, we don't need this entire... Okay, that's such good shit. Damn, that's like one of the most epic moments in music history right there, that little guitar solo. Gives me goosebumps every time. Not this time though. Alright, look at how big his teeth are, how big Pyre's teeth are compared to this guy. He's got such huge chompers, my gosh. Yep, this is a better look at Pyre's teeth. Yar. Someday I'll remake his teeth. I'd like to give them a little bit more detail, because whenever I draw teeth, I put a lot of detail into them, so I would like to do the same with his teeth, but these kind of got thrown together very quickly when my skills were still new, so it might be time to remake them! Actually, instead of listening to Spotify, why don't I just listen to more of that weird garage screamo? I'm gonna angle these down. Should I angle them down a little bit? Yes, I should. And because his mouth is a lot smaller than Pyre's. There you go. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to reduce the size of these fangs, because I'm sorry, but Pyre's fangs are not non-transferable. Nobody else is allowed to have them. Where are you? Help me, 555. 666, Mr. Doom. Alright, that's enough. Sludge bucket? Sounds good. Alright. Cool. Cool album cover too, if I must say myself. Check this out. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's make his teeth. Alright, he's just gonna have less teeth, I guess. If I make the... If I smush the thing too much, it fucks everything up. Alright, I'll just make these smaller. Out. Yeah, and I am shortening these teeth because Pyre's fangs are copyrighted. I mean, I have a feeling this client like approached me with this model because of Pyre, because they wanted a lot of similar features that Pyre already has. So I don't feel bad if I borrow Pyre's teeth. This doesn't sound sludgy enough to me. Alright, can I open your mouth, please? You know? Oh, maybe I should just... No! No! I'm gonna take care of it now. These teeth need to fit inside his little mouth. Also, I think his mouth needs to be wider, actually. I'll just... Alright, I guess I can't do that. Let's do this instead. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. Work with me, Blender. Once I'm done with this, I'll probably swap over to Milk. Milk's become my new passion project. Friendship ended with Pyre, now Milk-chan is my best friend. Not really. Work will never stop on Pyre. I'll be 80 years old and Pyre will still be not done. He's forever stuck in early access. I just realized... What? There's been a bunch of faces up here this whole time that I didn't need? Blasphemous. Unbelievable. Alright. Hold up a second, fellas. Not like anybody's actually watching this. Oh, wow. Wow, every time I read news in this country, it's just more great news. I love it. Anyway, where's my videos? Bruh, how do I, like, manage my stream? I've done this before. What the hell is... I need to, like, see my latency and shit. Oh, there you go. I'm a big dumb dummy. Sorry to the invisible ghosts. I'm a big dumb dummy. Alright. You guys don't need to see that even. Alright, cool. Yes, I will be working on Milk-chan in this stream. I've made some improvements since the last stream, and I said I was gonna do the entire thing on stream, but I'm too impatient. I'm too impatient, so I got tired, and I just fucking did it. I just made more Milk-chan, so, you know, deal with it. let's... I said move your fucking gums down! Down! Okay, cool, thank you. I mean, if his mouth is angled down, his teeth should be too, right? The only reason Pyres are straight is because he's a dog. He's got, like, a straight snoot. Let me see how these teeth look. Good enough. Yes, more milk. Going to the store to get milk. Alright, let's see. Move that back there. I'm gonna have to adjust the position of some of these teeth. Shouldn't be too hard, because all of them only have like a couple faces. Still means I have to select every individual face, which will drive me up a wall. Shice. Scheisse. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then hopefully these are symmetrical, so the same thing should happen on the other side. Of course not! Look at me being an idiot thinking that things that are symmetrical are actually symmetrical. Damn, what a dumbass! Right. And there better not be any, like, teeth that are, like, stuck in the middle or something. Look at these! Yes, I definitely need to redo Pyre's mouth. Oh, actually, I did redo his mouth, but I need to redo his teeth. His teeth look like total and complete utter ass. And the thing that pisses me off the most about his teeth is that they don't, like when he's, like, gritting his teeth, like, the teeth don't actually touch. They're kind of, like, layered on top of each other to make it look like they're touching, but they're not. That's my dirty little secret. He has several other visual tricks in him that make you think that I know what I'm doing when I actually don't. Alright, anyway, let's move his fangs where they belong. Make them a little small. I want him to have, like, cute little fangs. Cute little fangs. Cute little fangs. And we don't want them poking out. We don't want this shit poking out. Thank you. Move that back. Move that forward, because he's got a little snaggle teeth. And change his mouth so that it's not clipping through his teeth. That'd be great. Alright, I wouldn't really call this sludge, but, you know, it's alright. This is good, sculpting music, I guess. And this is funny, because I said this was gonna be weight painting, and here I am continuing to sculpt the model that I said was done. The ride never ends. Alright, I'm just gonna move this whole tooth back. It might not be anatomically correct, but, you know, sue me. Go cry to your mama about it. Scooch that back. Oh, look at that little guy. Look at his cute little fangs. Hell yeah. What's the rest of his teeth look like? As long as they're not sticking out of his mouth, that's all that matters, really. Okay, but I am gonna have to make his mouth big enough to accommodate all these teeth. Damn, maybe I should have made his own teeth. Oh gosh. Too late for that. Alright, let's just move this all the way over here. There we go. That'll do, pig. That'll do. His evil smile. This little bastard. La Creatura! Also, this vertex is out of line, and I won't stand for that. I want my vertices to stay in line. I'm the vertex dictator. The vertex-tator. Alright, that's cool. Alright, let's move his... This is gonna be his tongue. And I'll make that a little smaller. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Yes! And let's look at it from the top. Make sure it's nice and straight. Let's move it closer towards the front. Oh, well, it's not supposed to be coming out of his nose, so... Move that down a lot. And move that back. Cool. Now he's got a tongue. And we'll find out how this looks later on when I make shape keys, which is not going to be for a while. Anyway, back to weight painting. Which is the worst. I hate it. Right. So his head... I should probably move this up too. And his ears aren't actually going to move. So I'll cover his ears. And I'm going to cover the little floofs on the side of his head too, because I actually don't really want those to move a whole lot. Isn't this supposed to be covering the entire head? Yes, there we go. That's more like it. Oh yeah, anybody who comes to visit, you must tell me what you think of the overlay. Should I keep it? Should I trash it? Should I improve it? I'm like legit wondering if I should even keep this shit. It might just be distracting. I might just want to have like Pyre in the corner and that's it. But I don't know. I spent all this time and energy making this little dragon to be a chat box. I don't want to give it up. What else? The neck shouldn't be doing anything. There's that. Let's scooch this back. So it's not impacting the... Yeah, that's what we want. I don't know if I like how this looks. A lot of this crap with his quills I'm probably just gonna test out in Unity when the time comes around, because this is just these are just gonna be fizz bones, so it's not like super important that these are perfect. But I do want to make sure that they bend at the correct point. Like this right here, when it was bending, it was making a very hard angle, and I don't want that, so I'm gonna blur it out a little bit over here. Maybe subtract a little? Yeah, let's do that, and then blur. All the people, so many people, and they all go hand in hand through their park life. See what I did there? Well, obviously somebody disliked my layout because my viewer number just dropped. Oh no, somebody hated it so much they left. Let me just continue to pretend I know what I'm doing. Yeah, this shouldn't even be impacting that quill. What the heck? Alright, let's blur that shit. Yeah, blur it up. Blur it up. Blur it up. And we'll move that over there because I really don't want this quill to be affecting the other quills, you know? You know? Just one of those things I prefer. I don't like getting my peas in my porridge. Or whatever the hell. I don't know. Who eats... I don't eat peas, and who eats porridge anymore? That should be good enough. Yeah, I'll keep that quill there, because it's technically attached. I don't really want it to be affected by that one, though. So I'll just remove some white paint. Come on. Okay. Yep. Alright, I don't think I've done these ones yet, so let me evaluate. Okay, it's affecting... Okay. Actually, yeah, I think I am gonna relinquish control of this quill to the center quill. So I'm just gonna paint this blue. I'm just gonna get rid of all the white paint that's connecting it to this one. Also, it was crossing over a little bit in the middle, which I don't want. That'll make problems. Ask me how I know. I actually don't, because I don't remember. I think this needs a little bit more weight. And then I'll add some more shit. Shit added. And shit squared away. And shit blurred. There we go. And now, I'll add a little bit more weight paint to this. Because this is... Actually, should I? I don't want it to, like, move around too much. Alright, I think that'll do. Oh man. Okay. And, this needs to be parented to this. And I don't need automatic deform for that, or whatever the frick it's called. Yeah, I don't know how it did that, but it did. It just automatically did it. That's excellent, I love that. Actually, I think I know why. Is I think the teeth have vertex groups on them that attach them to the head or some shit like that from Pyre's model. Because all these bones have the same name. Hello, Lucky Dots. Oh, I just realized. Oh, there it is. It's very tiny. There you go. And I really don't want this box, like, going all the way to the top. I need to, like, figure out how to crop that off. Oh! No, that won't work. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Bro, this ain't working. I'm just gonna go back to the regular one. There, that's better. Okay. Oh, working harder, hardly working. And now there's the torso. And his arms. Alright, no, I want this parented to this. With automatic weights. Yes! And, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need hoping to God that this works the first time. First off, I don't know if I should combine these. I'm gonna make a vertex group for them, though. Claws. There we go. Okay, so now I should be able to join, and they're blue now for some reason. Okay. So now, with automatic weights, let's hope and pray that this works okay. It never does. I'm probably gonna have to make some adjustments, but I think that's alright. Yeah. I mean, that looks okay. That's passable. The problem with a lot of these is that you're gonna get, like, little weird spots no matter what. Just seems like. I mean, maybe if I was more competent, but I'm not. There, I guess that's moving alright. How about the rest of the fingers? This I have a feeling is going to be too far back. Oh, and it's also affecting something it shouldn't affect. So let's look at this and move these bones. Them bones. I'll move that over here, and move that here, and move that here, and move that here, and then I'll go back and do this shit, and do some of that shit. And then let's see what's going on now. Alright, that looks a little better. It's still affecting things it shouldn't affect though, so let's white paint. Yes, this should not be affecting that fingernail at all. Yeah, it keeps affecting these fingernails, and I don't want it to. No bueno. Very naughty. So it always does this. It makes the pinky take up like half the hand. That doesn't make any sense. Let's move that over there. Gotta keep them separated. And then I'll smooth that out. Continue to move this to the side. Make this shorter. And blur it. Cool beans. I'll do the same everywhere else. Blah 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 blah. There we go. Still looks like ass, but it'll look less like ass. And I'm honestly not too concerned about the weight paint overlapping near the, like finger webbing, what you want to call it. The place where you get paper cuts. Yeah, this shouldn't be affecting this finger. Not at all. No, you dipshit! No! I don't want that. There you go. Okay, that's better. I'm just gonna say it right now. I could probably eat Taco Bell for every day. Every day for the rest of my life. Just letting that be known. And what else we got? Okay, we need to move this up just a little bit. I'll move this back too. I'll give it some control over this middle part. Oh, when can I start working on milk? I want to work on milk. Alright, hand done. This I don't even need to freaking weight paint. I'll just do, oh, actually, I do need to weight paint it, but... Oh, is this already parented? No, it's not. Let's apply the subdivision, though. Mirror. Very happy this thing has, like, significantly less tries than Pyre has. I think I've gotten much better. Alright, Control P. I'll just do the weight painting myself. And just set that to add. And I think there we go. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Hey, that's not what we want. I must have hit the wrong bone by accident. That's what we want. Okay. That's done. How are his shoulders? Let's see. Can I move his shoulders down a little bit? Move his neck a little bit too. Ooh, I'm afraid to look at this one. I have a feeling it's gonna look totally horrendous. It's supposed to be his upper chest? Why is it not controlling anything? Alright, and his neck. He actually does have a neck, by the way. You'll just have to trust me on that. I don't want this to be impacting any part of his back, really. Just the spine. So I'm gonna scoot all this shit up. This gunk, this clown vomit. And can we stop getting into the business of the other spine? That would be wonderful. Awesome. And let's blur. Do we have any Blur fans in chat? And his little tail. Okay. I don't even know if I need to put bones in his tail. I don't plan on having it moving a whole lot. Might as well. Booty. Oh, I'm sorry to tell you this too, but Pyre also technically has a neck. You just can't see it because it's like stuck in his head. You know what? Yeah. Let's do that. Cool. Let's make sure that the legs are alright. I think this is gonna need to be scooted down a little bit. And moved over to... maybe not. Maybe not that part, but... It's... Okay, I'm gonna test to see what this looks like right now. Right meow. Ooh, that looks stanky. Oof. So what's the problem here? Okay, looks like the bone, the pivot needs to be moved up. Oh yeah, it really needs to be moved up. Let's see now. Oh, that looks better. See? I know what I'm doing sometimes. And then we'll... That's bending well. I like that. That looks good. Oh, let's do his boots. Before I do that, I'm gonna set all this crap back to his rest pose. Also just realized I forgot to give him eyelids. Oh well. I'll do that later. Or maybe I'll forget. Well, I will. It will happen eventually, whether or not I forget. Because once I forget, I'll realize, hey, I forgot. He's got no eyelids. Right. Enough pussyfooting. All right. Let's see how this looks. Not good, I bet. Oh no, actually, that's all right. Oh, you know, aside from the part where it's like touching the other boot. That's annoying. If I move this here, does that do anything? Oh, magically fixes the problem. Okay. Oh, it kind of magically fixes the problem. Don't know what's going on over here. Yeah. The other boot is not supposed to do anything. I don't know what the issue is, man. If I just do this. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm a big goobus. Alright, all I have to do is just subtract. There you go. Yep. Gucci, Gucci. Alright, let's see how that bends. Looks pretty good. Does it twist? Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, I actually that's crazy. This actually came out like perfectly the first time. That never happens. Is that everything? Am I seriously already done with the weight painting? That's crazy. Let's test. Let's put him in a little pose. Alright, his tongue still needs to be parented. Where's your tongue? Where's your tongue? Where's your tongue? Oh, yeah, and his mouth is a little fucky. Where? Oh, there it is. It's literally right there, and it even says tongue. Control, armature deform. And where's... Oh, man. Oh, man! I can't see. Can't see. We'll just have to hope... hope that there's weight painting happening right now. Alright, now let's see if the weight painting actually worked. Oh, yes, it did. Okay. Okay. Now, I think I'm gonna hide his head, and I'm gonna put the eye bones where they belong. Yeah, going in blind. Oh, man. As soon as I turn my computer on, it gets 50 degrees hotter in here, and I freaking hate it. I'm gonna freaking implode along with my computer. Alright, let's fix these. These are Pyre's eyes, so this is what Pyre's eye bones look like. Fun fact. Alright. There, and I will put that straight ahead. And put the eye holder. I don't even think it needs an eye holder for this kind of eyes, but let's put it in there anyway. Just in case. And now I gotta do the exact center this way, on this axis. Yep. Cool. Alright, and now I can weight paint. Is this mirrored? Oh, this should be mirrored. Control A. There we go. Alright. And that. Oh, this isn't even parented yet, so let me do that. Alright, and now all I need to do is this. Well, I didn't want it to go on both sides. There you go. This looks a little bizarre. There you go. Keith. Where is his head? Alright, let's continue testing. Make sure that this looks good. Yeah. Correct. Incorrect! Fix that. luckily with these Mobians, they're so simple that I don't even need to like add weight paint for like around the shoulders and arms relationship. It just kind of clips through and it's okay. See? Magic. It does seem to be getting a little smaller though, so I have a feeling something else is affecting this arm, and it might be the shoulders. Let's see. It absolutely is. Get rid of that, and that'll probably take care of the issue. Yeah, it worked almost too well. Yeah, I forgot. There does need to be a little bit of attachment to the torso. So let me go back to weight painting. And I will just line this up with the chest. I only need a little bit of this, and this is just to keep it attached so that that little gap doesn't happen. Like the one you just saw a second ago. All two of yas. I see yas. I don't know who you are, but I know you're there. I know there's a presence in the room. Oh wow, that's way more weight paint than I wanted, so let's push that back. Actually, I gotta check and see something first. What's going on in here? Alright. Yeah, we need a cut here. And then now I should be able to weight paint this the way I want it. Want to. Let's see. There you go. Now he's got a shoulder that appears when his arm is like, yeah, I think they are. According to YouTube, there's two of them. Okay, and with that, I believe it's weight painting is finished. But let me test these quills. That's all right if all of them move. You know, I'm gonna revisit the weight painting once I'm done. Once I've done the fizz bones and shit like that, just to see how it works. Right, that's done. Now I guess I'm gonna start setting up the seams and doing textures. And I would like to take a break and go to Milkchan, but before I do that, I would like to show you something that I have done. This is a new technology I'm trying out. It's not really technology; it's just a new technique. So the client has requested that this little man have his gloves are ripped, and as you can see, there's like these little skirts on his gloves, which is where the rips will be. And I think it's time I have to unwrap all these. I can do that just by doing this. And I don't remember. I just want these to be in like a straight line, but yep, they're not gonna do that. It's alright by me. Let me see. Can I do, does minimal stretch work? Yeah, that's better. Okay. It's not perfect, but you know, it's better. Alright. Let's move that. S. Oh wait, I forgot. Wrong axis. There we go. No idea if this will ruin it or not. I mean, the texture's already pretty ruined, so... And let me move this down. Wait, can I just... Nope. There you go. Okay, cool. There should be an easier way to do this. I don't know what it is, though. excuse me. SZ0. Yeah, that's what it's all about. S0. Cool. And I'll do all these. S0. Okay, now I'm gonna show you this magical plant I have. Also, it looks like there's a duplicate face here and I don't know why. Whatever. Okay, to do this, I'm gonna open up Photoshop first. Let me go in here and export this. Hands.png. Okay. And, did I already unwrap the hands? I think I did. Alright, let me open up that UV that I just saved. Gosh, where is it? Where are you, you bastard? Oh, right there. Okay, and import this. And here is the UV in Photoshop. And I'm about to show you this magical thing that may or may not work. Where did I put it? Is this it? Really? Ah, yep, that's it. I really should have put this on some black paper, but I'm gonna put it in Photoshop anyway to see if it'll work. This is a texture that I scanned in myself. It's a piece of cheesecloth I had lying around that I ironed and stuck in the scanner earlier today. And I have a feeling that when I go to erase the edges, Photoshop is gonna flip out. So if I had scanned this against like a black background, this would probably be better. But let's see if Photoshop can actually work. Just like I thought. It's gonna throw a fit. It's gonna have a tantrum. It's gonna have a cow because it's not good. Okay, let me see. Actually, is that... Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Actually, what the fuck? I'll take it. I'm here mostly for the shape anyway. The texture is just gonna be added in later. And then to demonstrate so that I can see this better. Alright, yeah, as you can see, there's now this, like, torn edge right here that I have. It looks a little shitty, but that's okay. I don't think anybody's gonna be, like, staring at his hands. So this is a nice little ripped fabric texture that I have. Homegrown organic texture. And, what I'm gonna do with it is... So I guess I'll keep that nice little cheesecloth texture on there. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to... Oh, whoops, that's the wrong window. I'm going to take this. Let's move that out a little bit. I'm going to take that. Copy it. Paste it. And make it so that this thing takes up this entire section. And I'll do that a couple more times. So let me just duplicate that. And I don't need this anymore, so I'll hide that. And I will make these different. I'll want them all to look different instead of all the same. So down the line, once I know that this is working or it isn't, I will go back and adjust these textures a little bit so there's a little bit more variety. Yes, let's do it. That's not Spotify. That's not Spotify, that's Tusken Raiders. Yeah, I've used this music in some of my other videos and I've been fine, but ironically, like, one of the videos that I, like, hurriedly I turned Spotify off hurriedly because it was, like, beginning to play the beginning of a song. I thought, oh shit, here comes Linkin Park to beat my ass, but no, it wasn't Linkin Park. It was, like, saying, oh, you use this song in your video, and it was, like, some song I've never heard of. So, I have a feeling I'm okay. Alright, so now that that's done, we save this as, yeah, I'll just save that as hands, why not? Okay, and I'm gonna be truthful. I don't know how to make transparent textures in Blender, but maybe I'll find out now. Alright, and let's just assign these to, like, let's make a texture, I'll call that Atlas, and it won't be using this. Let's do hands. Alright! Hey, yeah, it's transparent! Okay. So, as you can see now, it's got, like, more of a ripped edge. So now it actually looks like his gloves are, like, actually ripped. And, actually, these look so good, I don't even know if I need to go back and edit the textures. Nice. Alright, and then for everything else... there's a seam... I need a seam... here... 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 and here. And I think for these hands, I'm literally just gonna do a project from view. Where's his claws, though? I don't want to select his claws. Damn, Linkin Park. Alright, we don't want that, we don't want that, because we already unwrapped these. Or I did, you guys didn't do anything. When I say you guys, I mean Lucky Dot's the sole viewer right now. The world's most loyal fan. Watches all of my shitty videos. Well, you know, aside from the fact that some of them are facing the wrong way, this looks pretty good. I'm just a little proud of myself for coming up with that. A scanner is a magical thing that every artist should have. Is that all? Hopefully, because I'm about to unwrap. Or not unwrap, I'm about to UV project! Oh, nope. See, I missed the spot. Any other spots that I missed? Yep, there's another one. Yeah, I just really want to make sure that I don't have to redo those UVs, because aligning them up was a pain in the ass. Looks good to me. Save, and then if I fuck it up, I can always just come back. Great. So I'm just gonna take the lazy man's way out, and man, should I? Yeah, that's where his fingers are. You know what? I don't need to UV project. This is good enough. Oh, but it looks like I forgot a line. Yeah, I forgot the thumb. So let me remove those, because this already looks perfect. You know, as perfect as it can be when I'm working on it. What's up, Morty? Morty Kai. Unwrap minimal stretch. Right. And well, I'll arrange all these UVs later. Once everything has been merged, I'm gonna make an atlas and everything anyway, so let's just move that shit over there. Actually, I could arrange the UVs now and then just make a big atlas. Yeah, I'll do that. And then hopefully once this is done, since this is already mirrored, then I shouldn't need to go to add these twice. Just once, because the other side will be using the exact same texture. Move that over there. And these are all going to be just tan anyways, but you know, I'll keep them a little bit larger so that I can add some detail or something later. Very unnecessary detail for these little cartoon dudes. Okay, now let's look at the whole thing. Oh yeah, I need to unwrap his claws. Ah man, what is that? That's it. I'm UV projecting. I'm projecting! Ah! Oh, look at all that shit! Whatever. Okay, whole hand. Whoa, what a freaking mess. Now let me just go back to selecting just his claws, and I'll just make these really tiny, because they're all going to be, like, black or something anyways. And I want these to stay the same size so that they have a little bit of detail to them. And this is the main part of the gloves, which I do also want to have a little bit of texture on. These are the fingers, which aren't going to have as much texture, so I'm going to make these smaller to make room for the thing that I do want to have textures on, so that it can be a bit more high definition. There we go. That works. Looks a little funky for a hand, but that's alright. Alright, and there we go. We got some hand UVs. So let me export this once again. And where are you? Hands. There you go. Gloves are... This is going to be a real half-assed UV, because I haven't really like done any highly detailed avatars yet, so I don't go too nuts on the detail. Also, I wouldn't even know how to. I'm not that good. Alright. Let's start with a base layer. And first off, I can get rid of this. I don't need that anymore. I don't need this anymore either. What is this? Oh. I don't need that. And I can merge all of these. Whoops. There you go. Now they're on the same layer. And now I will start adding the actual colors. So gloves will be white. And I will go back and add some better texture later. Uh, Actually, I could probably do that right now with the texture that I just made. Or I just scanned in, I mean. And even the stains and stuff on them might help with the, you know, the atmosphere I'm looking for. So let's expand that. And I'll turn that into a clipping mask. Looks like shit, but, you know, it's alright. We'll see what it looks like on the model. It might look different. Now his fingers. He's gonna have tan fingers. Excuse me. Oh, this is in, I think this is in black and white mode, so... Frick, how the heck? I can't remember how to change... Oh, mode, yeah. Yeah, it's in color, so what the hell? Oh, there we go, because it was in the clipping mask. I'm a big dummy. Okay. Yeah, just smear them on there. And I don't even remember what color I painted the nails on the reference, but I'm just gonna assume they're black. Yeah, that wasn't so bad, was it? No, it was awful. Okay, I'll save that as hands. Yeah, I'm gonna move that down a little bit. Alright, let's reload that image. See how it looks. Nothing happened. Oh, there you go. Aw, that looks pretty cool, actually. I like that. It's a little stretchy in some weird places, though. So let me just try rotating the texture to see if that looks better. And save as hands. And reload that. Oh, that looks much better. Okay. Cool beans. Yeah, I was worried that the stains were gonna kind of ruin it, but it didn't. Oh, Morty's not even here anymore. I'm sorry, Morty. I was focusing. Alright, yeah, that looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Alright, and some of these UVs are a little bit messed up, so let me... new window, UV editor, yes, I love this. I love being able to do this, it's so handy. Alright, so I'll go into there, and this is how I find out which UVs are misbehaving. Alright, this one needs to be flipped. And I just put -1 there. Oh, you are? Okay. Yeah, I'm alright. I've just been doing my dumb little projects. This one's not dumb though, because you know I'm actually getting paid for it. But you know, Milk Chan, that's a dumb little project because I'm not making diddly squat after. I'm not making anything on it. What is going on here? Why is there this little, like, fuzzy bit? Oh, okay, yeah. Move. There. Problem solved! These don't even need to be so big either. Alright, how's the thumb? Okay. I can take one more look at this. Dang, they asked for ripped gloves and that's exactly what they got! My goodness, I had no idea that was gonna turn out so well. Dang, that was a pretty good idea. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. Alright. And then, since this is mirrored, yep, the other hand has the same thing. Hell yes, brother. Alright, cool. I'm gonna... I think actually I'm gonna assign this to hands too. We've got enough room. There's enough room on the UV, I mean. First off, did I unwrap this already? We don't want to use that. Where's the actual hands? I want the actual hands, not this bullcrap that got accidentally added in. Oh, it's Atlas. I'm a dummy. An order delivery. Awesome. What'd you get? Right. That. And I want to see all of it. Dude! Oh! I'm like totally clueless. Okay. So let's go to the UV editor. Oh, looks like I didn't unwrap it, but I don't even think I really need to. It's just gonna be a straight shot across. Alright. So I do want some detail on this too. I'm gonna add more of that cheesecloth texture that I scanned in. These are like the insides, which nobody's really gonna see, so it can just go get shoved in the corner. And since these are all gonna be solid colors, I'm just gonna make them really tiny. And also shove them in a corner. Haphazardly. Best practices? What's that? What do I look like? Do I look like I work at Bethesda or some shit? Okay. And yeah, I'll just go back. Wait, how many of these cheesecloth textures do I have? 'Cause I feel like I deleted another one recently. Well, too bad. Let's duplicate that. And I will just do this. And literally just make a rectangle of cheesecloth fabric. Oops. Very cool. Looks like garbage, but that's okay. We're not going to be hanging these UVs in the Louvre. So let's open the image again and see what that looks like. Alright, how's that look? Pretty good. You know, apart from the fact that the inside of his gloves are transparent. Oh, I see. Alrighty. Those look pretty beat up to me, Chief. Dang, I really don't think I could have asked for better results. probably scooch these in a little bit more, though. Actually, what the flip is going on here? Can I, like, just take all these and turn these into, like, an actual circle, please? That would be wonderful. I'd love that so much. It also doesn't help that I'm, like, starving to death, so, like, my brain starting to melt down. Oh, shut up. Come on, I need one in the middle! It's not that hard, Blender! It's not! Just make a fucking loop cut. There's literally a loop right there! There, thank you. Oh, okay, I see why it's having a problem. It's throwing a fit. Because this is all discombobulated. You see, it's discombobulated. So let's get rid of that discombobulated bull crap. And I don't need these anymore. So I will ES. I'll bring those out a little bit more. And then inset a face. Yeah. And then I will inset another face. And push that in. Cool. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to unwrap this again. Shove it up your ugly ass! I mean, I do keep encouraging people to learn Blender and stuff like that so that they can do stuff like this, but it really has been a lot of frustration. Like I said, I think I've said this before, it took me 6 months to make Pyre. Like, on and off with, like, constant tutorials. Not constant, I just said on and off. No, I was, like, looking at countless tutorials for months and months and months. And, but it took me at least that long to learn Blender, then. Because all the shit I'm doing now, I learned from making Pyre. My baby boy. My precious baby boy! I'm just wondering why it's, like, I don't know, you know, like, skewed here. Be nice if you could let me know why. Oh, I think I know why. Let's just take, oh, okay, let's triangulate this. No, not like that, you bastard! ES in the middle. Okay. Now let's try that again. Oh, okay, I know what's going on here. I see. Okay. We got to add a seam here. So let's mark that as a seam and then unwrap it. Bro! I wanted a straight line! That's all I need is a straight line! Oh wait, should I try minimum stretch? I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it, we ball. That's my motto. So take that. Might have to make this bigger. And I do want to keep that little stain in the corner, so I'll do that. Looks pretty good. don't even know what I was yapping about before with making pyre. I feel like all I ever do is like brag about making pyre. It took me a while to do it, but it was rewarding. And I encourage others to do it. If it's something that you're actually interested in, you'll just power through it anyways. You keep working on your donut. Make that the most perfect donut the world has ever seen. Okay, so now that that's done, do I have more in me? I think so. If I can get the textures knocked out, I think that'll be a good stopping point. Then I can start working on milk again. And I think I already have seams, so let me start on the head. Okay, when I think I actually already unwrapped this. Oh yeah, I did. Cool. So that's his head. That's his head. And these parts are all going to be golden. And these are the insides of his ears. And I'm going to make these a little bit bigger because I want to do like a little gradient effect. Just to add some pizzazz! And oh my gosh, I just remembered. He's supposed to have ear piercings. So let me make those before I forget. Also, I think I was going to subdivide this. Uh, 38,000 tries. Yeah, I'll do that. I will subdivide, and I'm gonna save first. And, make a copy of this old head. There you go. Always make backups, kids! That's another thing that I need to impart my knowledge on. When you're making 3D models or art in general, make a lot of backups. I think just Pyre's project files on my computer alone, with just his like project files and all his backups, has got to be at least like 12 gigabytes of shit on my computer. There's been so many times where I've made horrible mistakes and was like, oh shit, it's too late, I can't go back, but then I have been able to go back. Because, like I said, I have backups. Well, I didn't want to add a... Alright, let's do subdivision. And now with that done, I'm going to go back and I'm going to delete all the faces we don't need. Or all the vertices we don't need, and there's going to be a lot of them in the mouth. So we only need like a couple. Probably don't even need this many. Okay, yeah, that looks better. He already looked good, but with the subdivisions, I think he looks even better. Nice. Okay, so what happens if I subdivide this, too? That's not much of an improvement. Is it? But I'm worried about how many faces we have, because with this subdivision we have 50,000 tries, and Pyre has like 30,000, and he's already like the biggest project I've made. So let's keep it under 30 grand, please. And 50 grand is definitely not below 30 grand. Okay. I'll add a subdivision, and then I guess I'll go back and remove edges by hand. What is going on here? Let's get rid of that. And get rid of that. We don't really need that. And we definitely don't need this, so let's get rid of that. I don't think we need this either. Oh, actually, yeah, we do. We do need it. I'll just get rid of a couple of these loops. Dissolve edges. And you can hardly notice the difference. Alright. This has got 7,000 triangles in it. Let's pump those numbers down. Those rookie numbers, you gotta pump those numbers up. Solve edges, and we don't need that anymore. We don't need this. Let me add a knife. We don't need these either. Oh, actually, yeah, we do. Okay, never mind. We don't need this line here, though. Surely we don't. What's we got? Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need this either. How many we got? We want to get this down to like 3,000 tries. Whoa! Who's this? I don't know who this person is. Please don't call me a slur. Get rid of that shit. This is my only problem with subdivision, is I don't know how to use it. Yep, that's my problem. I don't know how to use it. What in the gosh darn is happening over here? What a mess. Wait, is this somebody from Discord? If it is, then I don't have to worry about being called a slur. Yet. Okay, merge that at center. What else is going on here? What else is going on here? What's going on? Oh, I could probably just do like a degenerative dissolve or something. Get rid of that and that. It's gonna look a little uneven, but you know, I don't think anybody's gonna be a stickler for it. Alright, let's get rid of those. Yeah, I want to get this to 5,000 tries. Which is probably still too much, but... You know, what are you gonna do? I wanted it to be subdivided, and that's... I'm gonna have to deal with the consequences. The consequences. My actions have consequences! What in the gosh darn happened here? I hate when when I do these little spike things, the subdivision like totally bugs out. It's like, subdivision who? Bitch, all you need to do is just do that. Just go E at center. And look at how nice that crispy edge is. You didn't need to make this like jagged bullcrap that's over here. Wait, what are we even listening to right now? Oh, Trip Hazard Rat Race. There you go. Alright, his tail's got too much detail, so let's get rid of some of it. And the spine's got a lot of tries on it, too. And we don't really need that either. There. I'm starving. I'm getting hungrier. My brain shutting off. Need Taco Bell. I need those cheesy street chalupas. They're so fucking amazing, dude. It's top tier snackage. And what is going on here? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's move that there. Yeah, why not? Alright, we've got 5,821 triangles now. We do not need this, or this, or this, or this. That brought us down by about 200 tries. I could probably get rid of this. And this. There you go. I just realized something. Where the frick is my phone? Yeah, I need to find that. Oh, it's right behind me. Oh. Okay. Phone found. Back to work. After a brief hydration moment. Alright, that was my hydration moment. Okay, cool. Let's continue axing. This is so boring, I know. Milk-chan is coming up next, though. I said I was gonna do textures, but now I'm, like, cleaning up the mesh again, so I think once I'm done cleaning up the mesh, I'm gonna move on to Milk, because I've been wanting to work on her all day and all night. If I bring this down to 5,000... Damn, that's still way too many tries. What if I just cheat and do... clean up. No, I haven't. What the hell? I said I want this thing to, like, systematically clean up. This thing has 19,000 tries in it? Are you kidding me? That's a little insane.
Alright, I really need to make like a BRB message or something. Anyway, let me continue fretting over this shit. Yeah, I like how it looks. It's just, it's got so many freaking polygons. Let me save this. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just go back to the old head and the old body. And I do want to subdivide this because it makes his face look so much better. How am I gonna do this? I just had an idea in my head and I just completely freaking forgot it. Oh yeah, I know how. Let's try... Alright, that already looks better. That might have just been what I needed to do. Just smooth vertices. Alright, now let's move his lip back up. Move this out a little bit more. I don't want him to have snaggle teeth. No snaggle teeth. Oh wow, and that stupid gap that was in the middle of his mouth just vanished. I don't know how I fixed that. Okay, let's... Alright, we're at 35. Take that shit off. And I'll do the same here. Let's do... smooth vertices. Not on the middle line, please. There's like... Ugh, never mind, I'm just dumb and I don't know what I'm doing. Right, I'm gonna deselect these. I said deselect, please! Thank you. Alright, text smooth those vertices. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Alright, coming along pretty well. Let me add the ear piercings and then I think I'm gonna go eat lunch and then I'll come back with Milk Chan. Let's do 14. EZ, ES, ES. Nah, fuck it, I'll just do it there. Okay, that's one. Actually, can I round this out a little bit more? Oh yeah, and I gotta shade this smooth. Can I move this? Get that shit out of the way. Okay. And these don't really have to be complicated. I'm kind of just gonna stick them right on there. And this lighting looks weird. Are these? I knew it. There you go. Yeah, and these aren't weight painted, so I need to parent them to the head. Oh yeah, actually, they do affect both. Oh man. Okay, let me test that out real quick. Alright. Looks like it's moving the way it's supposed to. Alright. Sonic! Yep, here he is. Yeah, man, I just can't get over how good those gloves look. He's supposed to have a similar texture on his boots. He's lazy! Alright, what else can I do here? I really do need to take a break, I think. So yeah, Dinosaur, you got in here as soon as I decided to call it quits, but I am starving to death. And I need to go to Lowe's. So I'm gonna go eat lunch, come back, and yeah, I'll probably work on Milk-chan again. Oh yeah, by the way, where is she? Here she is. This is what she looked like now. I had a little drool. I also, originally I was gonna just copy-paste mouths from the anime, and not only would that, like, make the mouths look like crap, I also just think it's not very cash money of me to just copy something like that, so instead of that, I took some mouths and I literally just, like, replicated them. Like, as you can see, this is a little wonky. It's because I drew it. But that's one mouth out of the way. I've still got, like, 60 more to go! I don't think there's any other part of her that really needs to be fixed. Oh yeah, aside from her normals, apparently. Oh yeah, I also did this thing, I tested it out in Unity to see what the shaders were gonna look like, and it was not making a outline along this, well, first off, it's not gonna make one along the sleeves because they're flush, and it didn't make one along the collar, so these outlines, air quote, are actually, like, physically modeled in. Show you. See, this is the outline, and you can literally just move it. It's a trick! It's a trick of the eye that I'm doing out of necessity. I might have to do the same for her head, because I don't think it's giving her outlines along her head, but we'll see. Anyway, that's coming up after that. I'll be back in a couple hours. So, thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye for now.